Hey, what's going on? It's Glendon, founder of Hustlers Kung Fu. All about making that money without a job. Today, I'm going to talk about some business tips, that hotline bling, and how to start an e-commerce business. But first, let's address the hotline bling. Today, between the hours of 10 a.m. and 5 p.m., I took phone calls. What you had to do was call. You had 15 minutes. Now, there's some people I'm going to have to use my saber on because they were wilding the hell out. Seriously. If I had a Darth Vader mask, I would have it on right now because I would be a Sith Lord. But I'll get to them later. Essentially, a lot of people didn't follow the rules. this is this was crazy. It was what's called just open. You call, I pick up the phone, we talk for 15 minutes. And I had a lot of people who sent me emails. I had people who sent me text. I had people who sent me all kinds of stuff. And I had people who I talked to who turned around and like an hour later calling in as if they were going to get a free session. I recognized the number. I didn't answer it. It was very illuminating. Had a lot of fun. Thanks to the folks who followed the rules. We had some great conversations today. Now, what we got going on here? Oh man, people still hustling up. Film on first. What's up? What's up, Nigel? What's up, Josh? What's up, Diana? Melissa, some people did follow the rules. Some people did. Carlton, what's up? Only in it, what's up? I'm saying 100. I did. And this phone was literally hot. It literally got hot because it never, I had to actually have to charge like 3 times. So it worked out. And essentially, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it again. But see, this is the thing. Let's address the rules of the hotline bling. Can a startup? See, here it is. For you to get, let's say, like, I can't show you the text, but I got a client who just actually, like, you're doing the stream tonight. I'm like, yeah, sure am. I'm on right now. Let's see. Catch it up on their video. If you are a paid client, you get my phone number. If you're a paid client, you send me a text. I'll answer it immediately if you're a paid client. There are many people who are acting as if they were paid clients. Number one, I'm going to do the hotline bling again, which is you call, you get 10, 15 minutes to ask a question, and that's it. I'm not charging you anything. But for those of you who want priority, those are paid services. Just saying that. So typically, if you send an email, I'm not going to answer it. If you leave a voicemail, I'm not going to answer it. This is me taking my free time saying, hey, I'll answer your questions. You don't get top shelf perks. You don't get all that. You don't get callbacks. You don't get scheduling. You don't get that stuff. You know what you get? You know what you get? You get the saber, motherfucker. Oh shit, I'm about to fuck some stuff up for real. Let's just put this way. I love the sound effects. We've been having a good time around here with these stuff. We got all kinds of Star Wars shit around here. But yeah, so if you can't get in during the hours, you just can't in. I'm not even going to do a wait list. I'm not going to set up any appointments. Appointments, priority, and all that stuff is for folks who are paying money. And I think that's perfectly fair. Now, let's see what we got up in here. Brother Man Trucking, what's up? I want to have a really good question before I bother you. I'm saying, okay, I called you and left a couple of messages. See, the phone did not stop. It was literally a hotline bling and did not stop ringing all day. So I get off call, boom, it was another one. Boom, I felt like a radio station. What's up, Shalise? So with that stuff, I'll put it out wherever. Now, let's talk about some business boot camps and stuff. I have been learning so much from you guys, and I appreciate you coming, hanging out in the morning, at night. It's really cool. I appreciate that. And typically, I'm going to do the e-commerce course, which doesn't have a name, but it does have structure. Let me tell you how it's going to go down. First section is audience. And why do we do audience? I have seen people lose crazy money building a product they think people want without actually validating it hard. Validating it soft is to come up with your product, find 5 or 10 people. If they pay you money, that's validation. But is that product going to scale? So audience has a lot to do with that. Then we're going to do marketing. These are going to be separate boot camps. It's not going to be all this agglomeration of everything stuffed up together. That's just too much for one person. So it's going to be these boot camps, and then it's going to be like 5 days straight where we'll work on audience, and we'll work on marketing for a month, and then we're going to work on creation sourcing for a month, business structure for a month, and process building for a month. Audience, it's going to be $99. Open the door. Marketing, $450. Creation sourcing, $1,000. Business structure, $1,000. Process building, $1,000. So that is $35, damn near $3,600 for the whole course, because it's going to take time to build out, because we're actually going to be really building real companies in real time. And this is not going to happen like it doesn't. So we're going to be doing that. I'm going to create a special group. Might be on Facebook, may not, for everybody that's part of it. And there's going to be some superstars in the group. I already know that right now. There will be superstars, people that you can network with, affiliate with, and learn a lot. Groups probably not going to be that big. Now, for those folks who bought No Money, the Never Broke Action Pack, all of you folks who bought the Never Broke Action Pack have a $450 credit. Now, you cannot use the credit. Like if you want to use your $450 credit for audience, which is $99, cool. But you blow your wad. You only get to use it once. You can't use it on here, there, or break. No. So all of you folks, matter of fact, let me see. Yeah, we'll do that later, because I'll put up the links and make it all beatific and stuff. But I'm just kind of letting you know what's coming. What's up, Money Motivations? What's up, Ronnie? The selling online got me today. The kid who owns the unit I had contacted me. I remember your vid on that, and I'm being very careful. Yeah, that could be very, very dicey. It could be really, really hairy there. But essentially, like I said, one of the biggest questions today was how to get started. That was pretty much one of the biggest questions. And that's what audience is about. Because everyone's got this thing that if you find the right product, and it's just a matter of that. No, because here's the thing. Let me give you some examples of when you find that, business tip 1097, whatever. When you find the right product, you're going to run into problems with that. And one of the big problems with the right product is shit's going to be hard to get. Because if it's selling really high and a lot of people are buying it, if it's selling faster than they can make it, it's a great product, but you just can't get it. So you got to kind of find the mid-market product. But we're going to just talk about all that in marketing and all these other things. But to my people who called today, because like I said, I'm not going to be here really long. This was just business tips, advice, hotline, Bling, explaining the business boot camps, how they're going to go down. And I'll talk about it a little bit more. But you got to get started with something. You cannot continue to research, process, knowledge. You got to take action. You really do. You got to take action. So part of this thing that's going to be fun is we're going to probably use Facebook advertising late in the game, because one of the things I have learned, and I've learned this lesson, I've learned it once and I've seen it happen over and over again, is, and no one tells you this, it's all about spend money on Facebook ads, but you need to build somewhat of an organic audience first. It doesn't have to be big, but you need people that you can like, hey, what's up, Melissa? What's up, Shalise? Folks that you know, that you see, that you've been talking to, and that can be your beta group. That could be your foundation. Folks who can really just kind of help you. Some people call it the pilot program. Some people call it the studio program, but something like that to work out the uglies. Because I've recently saw someone with a lot of money crash and burn because they didn't do this. They spent a lot of money on Facebook ads. They got a lot of people on their email list who didn't buy shit. Fillmore, so you recommend selling face-to-face before selling online? I've said that many times. Yes. If you can sell face-to-face, a lot of this shenanigans that happen online are just not going to bother you. I'll be adding a lot more stuff to that, Matthew. Because I was looking at that, because uncivilized profits is, part of it is, I am watching what the Trump does, and it's getting to be very interesting, and it's going like I want it. So I'm going to add some more stuff to that, because it's really, I almost want to call it the motherfucker principle, but that would be too rough for many people. Essentially, I'm going to drop some very serious game in uncivilized profits. And then some people were looking for it, and you can't find it because it's a beta course, and I wasn't going to. I've had people already pay $250, $300, and $50 for that, so that wasn't part of the holiday sale. And I had a lot of people like, I can't find it. I can't. I was like, no. Tell me what course you want, because you can't find it unless you have the direct link, and that was done intentionally. Yes, we do all kinds of stuff around here. What's up, Cheatable? So. Selling face-to-face, let's just take this. Like, if you build relationships online and you build that foundation where people, you're talking to people, you're asking questions, you're getting on the phone, a group of 20 or 30 people will do you. I'm not saying you got to do this for years. I'm just saying you need to build. And for a lot of people, that's just, I can't do that. That's just not enough people. It's plenty of people. It's just not enough people for your fucking ego. That's the problem. Because I've seen this, everyone wants to get up to 100 so they can say, I got to 100 members in the first 2 days, or I got to 30,000 members in a year, and the group's growing. Now, what do we know about Facebook groups? The bigger they get, the crazier they get. The bigger they get, a lot of people tune out. There's too many notifications. They come and look. The groups are powerful. I'm not going to say they're not, but I think the glory days of groups are gone. I had a reseller group on Facebook, one of the first ones. I wasn't playing nice. It was my own thing. Probably made a few $100,000 off that one group. Easy. And it wasn't that many people. I think it was like 200-300 people in there. So typically, we're going to start doing what's called deep. And I advise you in your business, before you go wide and broad and national and international, go local. Work out the uglies. Find out. Because the thing is, if your product has a bunch of flaws that it won't sell locally, then probably won't, this isn't to be confused with a rare item. Like, say, there was these little pot handles. We got them in the unit. There was like 12 or 15 of them. Put them on eBay. The sucker sold for like $150. We could have had those pot handles on the shelf in the store forever, and they never would have sold. So do not confuse rare and unique physical products that you can throw on eBay or Amazon with creating a certain kind of product or creating a certain kind of business system that you can groom and build locally. So it gets to be really, really interesting. And that's kind of it. Like I said, we're going to be here long. Tomorrow we rock and roll in the AM, because it's like 7:55, and there's some more festivities going to go down a little bit. And see, this is what I'm talking about. So we got a relationship, because one of the things I like about the new Hustler Kung Fu community is folks be checking fools hard in the comments and the thread. I love it. It's just like, that's it. Handle it. Fillmore, you're right. Selling face-to-face is good. It helps you deal with a lot of rejection. Once you deal with the people constantly telling you no, the better you will be. I don't get wrapped up or messed up when something doesn't go well. I just don't. I'm like, that didn't work. That's pretty much how I look at it. And that's what you're going to have to look at, because as you build your businesses, that's what's going to happen. What's up, Rana? What's up, Benjamin? What's up, Raquel? Like I said, there's a lot of things with building a solid business. I'm gonna throw out some stuff for you. 2017, 2018, 2019, and probably 2020, there's going to be a lot of changes. I've been reading. I think we're at the point where perpetually low interest rates for mortgages, we may be out of that. We may have hyperinflation. There's a lot of things that have to happen, but based upon the indicators and what we're seeing, that if you start a business right now during all of this disruption, you're going to build yourself a stronger business and you're going to build yourself a stronger you, because we're going to have massive change in the next 3 years. And once again, not to go like, oh, it's all Donald Trump. No. We were, this thing with the financial crisis, this thing with money, this thing with the capital markets, that was in play long before he even thought about running for office. And we've been delaying the inevitable. It's just been, well, just delayed, quantitative easing, this type of stuff. But sooner or later, those chickens are going to have to come home and roost. Now, if you do your research and read what happened during the Great Depression, Wells Fargo became a larger bank. A lot of people became millionaires during one of the worst economic, and when I say worst, Dust Bowl. I'm talking about people going hungry in America in the streets, people with no place to live, towns literally rolling up and disappearing. It was horrible. Oh no, this ain't overtime. This is fun. If you notice, I've made these things very fun. Like I said, you're going to see a lot of stuff as we continue to do this. How do you get repeat business? It's a process. You have to have a product that can get you repeat business, or you have to have an embedded marketing sales system in your customer acquisition process. A lot of words there, right? But yeah, that's how you do it. Brother man, mortgage interest rates went up almost 1 point in the last few weeks. There's a lot of stuff's happening. Taking advantage of the widespread panic, which had been buying homes during the Great Recession. I know personally 6 people who moved to Detroit or they moved to New Orleans, and they did the work when it was ugly. They did the work before FEMA and everybody else. I knew somebody, he was buying houses for like $500 a piece. He was buying 3 and 4 houses a week, and he sat on them. And as the market turned and as New Orleans came back, I mean, he may have literally spent 30 G's, and I think that is worth about 5 million. Property's worth 5 million. So 30 G's to 5 million. Now let's talk about that. New Orleans was a hellhole. I went to New Orleans. This was during my eBay days. Furniture stores messed up. I remember driving to New Orleans, seeing boats in trees, seeing cars on top of buildings. People were there. A lot of services were disrupted. Went to Savannah, similar stuff. So it was ugly and it was rough. And that's why they made so much money. You're going to have high upside when the low side's really low. It's something wrong. Travis with Uber. A lot of people didn't like it. People didn't believe in the business model. $60 billion valuation to Delta's $40 billion. So that's how you make your money. So we're going to talk about a lot of that stuff. And if you have the right mindset, you can make money in good times or bad. You know, like I said, I have been clowning on Facebook. I've been messing with people. I've been chasing the dog around the house with the lightsaber. She doesn't like it. She just freaks the fuck out. Oh, there's all kinds of stuff that's been going on around here. So I've been having fun. What's up, Lamode? And, you know, these business tips, you know, we're going to get really, really specific. And I'll let you know, because the boot camp, because I was thinking about doing it this week, but this week is a week of disruption. And probably do it next week. And the audience is going to run 5 days. And what it is, it's going to be like an hour session, live Q session. I'm going to actually explain stuff in depth, because right now I'm giving you like the satellite view, and we're going to zoom in to, you can see the blocks, the streets, the top of people's heads. We're going to get down that big, because audience building is so important. And this is what I'm doing with these streams. I'm not telling you to do something that I'm not doing. I'm just going to show you in detail how I'm doing it and why. Because I get a lot of questions where people like, what are you doing? How's that working? I don't see how that's working. But see, you kind of see the face. Like I move to the side or I do this. We got all kinds of stuff going on back there, right? You know, that's under the surface. You got all kinds of stuff going on. But you just come to the channel and you just see the face and you don't know what's under the hood. We're going to talk about the stuff that's under the hood that actually moves the vehicle, that puts gas in the engine, that gets us those miles, that gets us where we want to be. So that was just a little thing, just drop that out there because some crazy stuff. See, there's some stuff I'm going to do. I started writing again. I should let you know that. And I started writing erotica again. So I'm going to probably do like a little mini boot camp on that once, because I decided I'm going to write on another pen name. I'm going to do this course and I'm going to show you, because there's going to be a lot of things on how to use Kindle to drive traffic to other places. Typically, Amazon is very, very clannish, and the people who buy Kindle, they don't want to go anywhere else. But if there's a good reason for someone to go somewhere else, they will. And we'll drop that. It's like I'm working on, I'm probably doing 500 words a day, and then to get up to my full fighting weight of 5,000 words a day. That's when I really move stuff, make stuff happen, and we'll talk about that. And that'll be a separate boot camp, because one of the things I'm going to do going forward with training is the blitz. I've tried to be like, what's a good time to do this? And I'm just like, forget that. I'm just going to go like, this Monday, we're going to start the webinars, and we're just going to go straight through. Boom, 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 boom. Live webinar, live instruction, answering questions, recorded, then placed into the queue with your other homework assignments. So that's a lot of stuff that we're going to do. Oh yeah, I feel pretty good about that, because content marketing is one of the strongest ways of, someone asked earlier how to get repeat customers. I have videos I made 5 years ago that are making me money today. So that's different because it's intellectual property, but depending upon your business, because this doesn't work for every business model. I'm not just going to throw that like, oh, this going to cover it. No, it doesn't. But if you're selling certain things, or you have the right community, or you have the right audience, the stuff is crazy powerful. Mommy Motivations. I love the idea of pimping Kindle. I've seen a few book previews where they try to lead you to get their website right in the intro. Well, one of the reasons they do that is the intro is one of the things that comes into the look inside feature. But once again, without some compelling reason, nobody's going to go to their website. There's got to be a really compelling reason, because this is one of the things, because like first section, because I wanted to do audience and marketing together, but because they're so close, they're like twins almost, but one's a redhead with freckles and the other one is dark black hair with green eyes, but they're still twins because they look very similar, but they're so different. And audience is the main thing. Audience is the super ingredient, because this is something that I figured out from being on YouTube for 8 years and just seeing certain things. And, it's like, I'm working my ass off. I'm putting out great content, but this person just came out and literally farted on the screen and they have 1 million subscribers. What? Because of the audience that they serve. It's not the hard work, it's the audience. And I'm gonna drive that home. And the reason marketing is going to be so big, because there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going down. It's going to be a lot of stuff. It's going to be wild, and some of you might be offended because we're going to get really adult themed here. Because when I started with the erotica books, I did really well, and I've kind of made a decision that fuck it, I'm going to do it because it works. And I haven't even looked at the market. I've joined the indie writing group, and I haven't really asked a lot of questions. But once again, I've kind of pulled back because I have learned how to create different things. I actually picked up someone who wants to edit the work today, and I was like, this would be interesting for free. I was like, okay. So that's kind of part of the thing about being in action. One of the best business tips I can give you is to get started and let people know what you're doing, because then people just kind of like start showing up. Just really, really crazy. So like I said, this is going to be one of the shorter ones. Oh yeah, it's going to be super short because we're not going to be in here long. Yeah. So that's it. I'll be back tomorrow talk about this in depth. Melissa V, I got my house in 2011. It's double in value, so it's a great investment. Yeah, because you got your stuff when it was ugly. What's up, Less Than Pie? So just watch this thing when it renders, and I'll be back in the morning. So be sure to share this with someone you care about, and like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And so with that, I am out.